Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be part of a great West African empire during the Golden Age? Reflect on the scenario where shops are filled with amazing things and universities are filled with scholars and wise rulers involved in leadership. Well, wonder no more. If Europe had its son King Louis XIV, Africa had its son Emperor. This was the reign of Askia Mohammed as its emperor. The Songhai Empire began in West Africa in the 7th century, and their power flourished deep on the banks of the fertile Niger River. This important waterway was an open gateway through which Songhai became a major trading center in the 11th century. They thrived trading salt, gold, and very expensive goods, and found themselves among all others as a very powerful player. But by the 15th century, the civilization had problems. With internal conflicts and external threats from the south to the Mossi kingdoms and the rise of the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt in the north, the Songhai started to get weak. It is at this point that Askia Mohammed comes into the matter. Mohammed Touré, who was born around 1443, is the approximate birth date of Askia Mohammed. Thus, it is the question of his origins. Some historians argue he was from the Soninke people, a very ancient ethnic group known in West Africa. Others contend his ancestry is from additional ethnic groups which covered the vast Songhai Empire. Although the precise details of his origin remain unclear, Mohammed Askia seized power due to his military intelligence. He served under the intimidating Sunni Ali, the ruler of the Songhai Empire around the period 1464 to 1492. Sunni Ali, who is commonly known as Sunni Ali the Terrible, was an aggressive and cruel ruler who greatly increased the territory of the empire by conquest. He also became a despot, though, resulting in uprisings within his empire. In contrast to Askia Mohammed, Askia was known for his strategic intelligence as well as his leadership abilities. He sharpened his skills under Sunni Ali and, through perseverance, ascended in the military hierarchy and became a close-knit general. Sunni Ali died in 1492, leaving the leadership position empty. Sunni Baru, his predetermined successor, succeeded him to the throne. Sunni was nothing like his father in terms of war. Nevertheless, Askia Mohammed contended against Sunni Baru's authority, disputing his loyalty to the Muslim religion. This was no mere cliché. Sunni Ali, whose Muslim tradition had a moderate influence on his rule apparently, was not a really religious ruler. In contrast, Askia Mohammed declared he was a holy man who desired restoration of the last prophet's values. This struck a chord with a considerable portion of the population, mainly the learned men. The years of building up hostilities culminated in 1493 at the Battle of 𝙎ᴜ, a significant event in the history of West Africa. A well-trained army was easily able to defeat Sunni Baru's forces. This resounding success not only consolidated the power of Askia Mohammed, but also was the first step in the forming of the Askia dynasty and the golden period of the Songhai Empire. Supported by Askia Mohammed's reign spanning from 1493 to 1528, the Songhai Empire entered an era of prosperity and cultural flourishing, which became known as the Golden Age of the Songhai Empire. Being a leading and strategically wise ruler, Askia Mohammed not only strengthened his authority in the country, but also launched several proud military campaigns that pushed the boundaries of the empire. Therefore, the reign of Sunni Ali was very important in the expansion of the empire, influencing far beyond the reach under Sunni Ali's rule. In the north, he managed to master the salt mines of Tagaza, which were strategic points for the command of the treasury of the empire. By moving south, he could conquer strategically located Hausa states such as trading centers like Kano, and could further expand the empire's southern borders as far as Guinea. Already by the early 16th century, the legendary Songhai Empire under Askia Mohammed had dominated all other West African kingdoms, forming the largest empire ever, with its territory covering the region from western Tagaza to central Mali and east in the south of Guinea. This territory consisted of different ethnicities, cultures, and trade routes, which made the Songhai Empire superior to its counterparts in the region. However, Mohammed Askia's military might paled in comparison to what other rulers might have achieved in his place. He was an astute strategist who perfectly understood the role of effective leadership. As a result, he managed to competently control the affairs of the kingdom. Unlike previous emperors, he implemented many reforms that changed the face of the empire. Also, he improved the management system. He appointed these provincial kings of various ethnic origins to make them governors and to administer them. Those chosen had to be the best in terms of ability and loyalty. The core of his responsibilities was to establish the main systems of government, such as finance, agriculture, justice, and development, to ensure the reorganization of their activities. Apart from Askia's concern, he dealt with the division of roles and gave key tasks to strong men in his court. He placed military commanders, scholars, and administrators around him and demonstrated his ability to connect with their diverse ideas, thereby creating a sense of cooperation and a shared vision among leaders. The combination of strong visionary leadership, administrative reforms, and multidisciplinary administration that relied on various types of skills inside and outside government pushed the Songhai Empire to the next level. In the golden age of Songhai, as goods expanded along with their economy, there was more to it than that. Muhammad's empire had intellectual growth as well in Islamic culture, education, and studies that made it a major intellectual center of West Africa. The real golden age is not about wealth either, but a vibrant life of cultural exploration and artistic creativity. Askinga's leadership went a long way in reshaping the Songhai Empire with their will. Despite his young age, in 1495, Askia went on the Hajj, a pilgrimage to Mecca, which was the high point of this young man's life. He was even more grounded in his faith, and his status as an eminent scholar of the Muslim religion became even more pronounced. His second visit brought him back to the Ottoman Empire with a renewed enthusiasm for Islam. He became her champion in this new field. During his reign, Askia Mohammed was the central figure in the revival of the once flourishing Sanora University of Timbuktu, which was the beating heart of intellectual enlightenment. Sanora University dates back to the 14th century, and by then it was already considered the best place to acquire knowledge in Islamic subjects, and was a massive attraction for scholars from various Muslim countries. Askia Mohammed understands the essence of this and shows his full support for a university. Moreover, his library was overflowing with titles that fascinated scholars and fostered a lively intellectual exchange. The emperor's benevolence brought glory and unparalleled status to Sanora University, which became a major center for research in jurisprudence, philosophy, medicine, and astronomy. He showed his support by giving them financial assistance, charging them with work, and providing them with a stable environment. It is mainly because of this welcoming atmosphere that the generation of the Renaissance era was able to express itself so much better in literature and fine arts. Many historians, poets, jurists, and architects succeeded in this era, and therefore the Songhai Empire became culturally diverse due to the ambitions of these professions. Knowing that a giant kingdom like his could not be ruled by force alone, Askia Mohammed became aware that military might alone would not guarantee the longevity of his empire. His great memory may be to ensure the empire's long-term stability and prosperity. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the golden age of the Songhai Empire under Askia Mohammed the Great. Let us know in the comments below what other historical figures you want us to explore. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.